Hey, what's up, everybody? Out here on a walk with a young man. Hey, Ethan. Want to say hi? Peace sign? Figured now would be a good time to give you guys a little update. It's been a while. I don't feel the need to post like daily, weekly, even monthly about stuff that I'm going through. But for the people that need to know, I got to update, the important stuff. So I got some kind of big news about my health recently. So figured I'll let you guys know what's going on. Also ask each and every one of you, for positive thoughts, prayers, good luck, whatever you could do, whatever you could think of, I don't want to rehash what I already talked about in the old video. I posted a video maybe, I don't even know, 6 months to a year ago, kind of explaining some health issues. So if you really want, you could go back to that video. I thought that video was just going to be like a 10-minute video. It ended up being like almost an hour. So I'm going to do my best not to do that again. But just to give you guys the information that, you deserve to know in terms of all my friends and family. I know I do have some more casual friends out there, and that's cool. I'm not like, like whatever I'm going through, like I'm free, I'm open, I'm cool to talk about it. But I do have a lot of people that it's hard to reach individually. So this is the best way to do it, just to kind of make a video and post it so everybody out there can see it. Just to wrap up the last video, just give you a little context. About 3 years ago, almost to the day, I woke up having a heart attack. That's what I thought it was, a heart attack. Ended up being my aorta had disconnected from my heart. Weird, but essentially it was, like a heart attack. I got flown to Stanford Hospital. They did open heart surgery, and then they replaced my aortic root, the root of your aorta that touches your heart. They replaced it with a synthetic material, and I've been doing follow-up visits with them every few months. So the last, it's been about 3 years, and I'm doing everything that I can, staying healthy, everything that I can control. I am doing good. Doctors are telling me, I'm healthy. I've lost a bunch of weight, exercise daily, but not like strenuous exercise, because there's a balance I have to find with this heart issue. Anyways, long story short, everything I am doing, everything that I can do, I am doing, and that's great. So all my markers are great. My heart's strong, my cholesterol's good, blood pressure good, all that good stuff, right? But unfortunately, what this Lewy-Dietz syndrome thing is doing, it's deteriorating my aorta. And people with Lewy-Dietz syndrome, their average life expectancy is like 37. I had my heart attack, I guess we'd call it a heart attack, it wasn't really a heart attack, but had that when I was 38. So I already kind of made it a year past. And in these follow-up scans, they've been telling me like my aorta is like done, like it's, it's at the end of its lifespan basically, which for me means it'd be the end of my lifespan as well. Kind of crazy news to deal with, but I've been grappling with it the past like 3 years, and I've done everything that I can. I really have, like everything from spending as much time with the young man and preparing in all the ways that you could think of, estate planning and just talking to friends and family and making sure I could, get everything right as I can, but at the same time doing everything I can to stay alive, keep living. So last scan that we did about a month ago said it wasn't looking good. Like it was looking really bad. There's a scar tissue all down my aorta, and that's a bad sign. It's good that my scar tissue is like keeping it together, but that's like it's a band-aid on this thing that's about to rupture. He also did some internal measurements, and the aorta, it's like dangerously thin walls on the verge of rupturing. So I have to go in on Wednesday. I got to go back to Stanford Wednesday the 14th, and they're gonna open me back up, and they're gonna replace basically the rest of my aorta, but they have to do it in 2 parts. So on the 14th I go in, they're gonna open me back up here, and they're going to replace the aortic arch, which is just the place, the part of the aorta coming off of the aortic root. And then they're going to keep me in the hospital for 5 days. And then on the 19th, they're going to take me back into the operating room, and they're going to cut me open my left side, like under my arm, kind of like somewhere around right here. And that's where they're going to reach the rest of the aorta, what's called the descending aorta, and they're going to replace that. So after your diaphragm, the aorta begins to branch out. And so that part can't be replaced. The part that they are replacing is the entire part that's kind of like a tube, a big tube, you know? So they're replacing that entire part. And then the part after the diaphragm isn't as bad, you know? So I mean, it's a crazy operation, crazy surgery. Any way you look at it, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? It's like back-to-back heart surgeries, 5 days apart. But I have faith in God and I have trust in the surgeons. It's the same surgeon from Stanford who saved my life last time, but he did it last time in an emergency situation. Now he's got time to plan and all that stuff. So I feel good, feel confident that I'm gonna make it through. I'm really focused on the recovery part, because I remember recovering from my first heart surgery was months, man. It was like 3 or 6 months of just, it was tough. I had to use a walker everywhere I went, and a chair in the shower, that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, it's all good because I eventually got through it. And the good news about this, I get through this surgery, these 2 operations, and it's actually going to put years back on my life. The whole 37-year-old or 37-year life expectancy, that's because of the aorta, of what Louis Dietz syndrome does to your aorta. So, you know, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be a couple weeks in the hospital, plus time for recovery, you know. But I'm sure I'll get through it. I could use each and every one of your positive thoughts and prayers and well wishes and good lucks and all that good stuff. I do believe in that. I do believe in the power of prayer. Even if you're not religious, there's something to it. I remember taking like a philosophy class back in college, and we talked about something called the collective unconscious. And it was essentially like they were talking about the power of prayer, but it wasn't religious, you know. It was just the idea that if a lot of people kind of put their minds towards something and think positive thoughts, you know, amazing things can happen. So I believe in it. And if you got the time in your day, the bandwidth in your mind, then go ahead and send your boy some good thoughts, positive prayers, good luck charms, whatever it may be. That's coming up. So Wednesday the 14th, and then again on the 19th. And my amazing girlfriend, she's incredible. She's stepping in and basically gonna be taking care of my son during that time, which is huge. I mean, I can't even explain how grateful I am to her. I love her so much, and I'm so appreciative of her, and I feel indebted to her forever. But that's another story for another time. I love you all, and I thank you for being a part of my life. But this ain't the end. I'm gonna get some superhuman stuff going. I'm gonna come out as like a cyborg. I'm gonna be like superhuman, so I'll actually have more life, more years. So it's a good thing. It's actually a good thing, as long as I just get through the surgery, you know. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. And God willing, I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace out. Hey, buddy, you want to say peace out to the people? Peace. Until next time. All right. See ya.